What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we were one of only 5 Martin preferred online dealers and one of 20 Martin custom shop expert dealers in the world. We bring you the greatest, newest, most awesome Martin guitars every day. And here we are with another early 2025 launch here at the time of filming here in the spring of 2025, almost the spring of 2025. We are bringing you the new Junior Series, totally revamped from Martin Guitars. You can see the entire series of guitars right at empiremusic.com. Please realize that when you see those guitars, those are the photos of the actual guitar you receive. You'll never get a stock photo of a Martin guitar. They all have 5-digit codes in the title, which represent the last 5 digits of the serial number. So you know you're selecting the guitar that you see. We know we do a full pro setup on every guitar we sell, dialing it in and giving you the best playing experience for that guitar. We only carry a handful of brands. We carry them super deep, so we get not only a great guitar, we get you the right guitar. Super important. And man, I'm stoked to bring you the new Dreadnaught Junior E StreetMaster. A mouthful, a lot of words for something I'm going to tell you a lot about. The Junior Series for 2025 launch here is now an all solid wood series. Super awesome. Martin is really determined to give you all solid woods in this category, but they've revamped a bunch of stuff. And yeah, the Dread Juniors before were all solid wood. This is an all solid Sapele guitar. So Sapele top, Sapele back and sides, which is a mahogany, right? A type of mahogany from Africa. They give you a beautiful burst kind of feel to this StreetMaster, a little bit worn in, which is pretty. The real story here, though, and the big changes are the scale length is 24.9. Why does that matter? These guitars, and many guitars like it historically, have always been a 23-something scale about, right? And that ends up being a little bit tighter feeling, especially when you move up here. They've given us a triple O feel here, a 24.9-inch scale. Standard scale length, or it's a standard short scale, but still much longer than traditional, what I'll call a travel guitar, if you want to call it that. What does that mean? Well, when we go from one guitar to another, we go from our D28 or our J45 or our 814 Taylor, and then we pick this up, it feels pretty much the same. You know what I mean? It's just like in a lot of instances, those other guitars are the same, a triple O or a Gibson scale length. It's going to feel identical. You don't get all jumbled up. It gives you a better playing experience because there's more room for your fingers to operate. And I think a sonic experience, it sounds more like a mature guitar. And Martin is all about giving you that classic experience when you're playing a Martin guitar. They want to give you the classic tone. They want to give you a classic feel. That's why they're all solid wood, and that's why they're giving you your standard scale length, which is very, very comfortable. The guitar plays super, super easy, so you're not losing that ability to play those pesky bar chords and stuff like that. You're going to still get a lot of easy play. They've got the thinner fingerboard on this, so they've added some of the new refresh specs in it. And then they threw in the Martin's E1 electronics package on all the new Junior Series. And why does that matter? I think Martin's been using this E1 series for just a minute, not very long. What's cool about those, you have right up in here tucked in, a volume and tone control and a phase control to let you shape your sound. And then a little button underneath here, and there's this beautiful tuner staring you right in the face. So you get the ability to tune your guitar right back looking at you. You know, which is cool because, first of all, we don't have to reach for our phone or our snark or whatever and try to find it in the moment. Also, if you are plugged in, it's going to bypass that signal out, so we're not tuning through an amplifier, which is super, super annoying to worry about. So we don't have to worry about that. Moving on with it. What's great about an all Sapele guitar, and what's cool about these, is that you're going to get the warmth and the lushness of the guitar. It warms it up. When you go to the smaller body, sometimes they can be a little bit punchier. They have a spruce top version of these. They have, which we have, of course, in these videos. We've done videos on all the guitars. There's a triple O version of all of these. So you can experience the Junior Series and then find the right fit for you, and we're happy to help you to do that. But if you think the spruce top is a little too bitey, the Sapele top warms it up a bunch, which is really, really nice, giving you this kind of beautiful round sound, which I think a lot of people really look. It's obviously gorgeous. I mean, the top, the striping in a Sapele top is just really, really pretty. You know what I mean? It's just a very aesthetically pleasing guitar. And one of those ones where I feel that if you put it in a room with all your other guitars and you had friends over, they're all going to kind of lunge for it, right? And it's just not something that's exciting to play, which is a big part of playing guitar, right? Having fun and being excited about the guitar you're about to play. I think overall, the big takeaways on this is Martin is trying to give you the best authentic feel and tone, all solid wood and scale length, to their standard guitars in this package, which I think is the move in the right direction. You know, a lot of times brands overthink these types of guitars and they make a million changes to them and they kind of get away from where we would want to be as guitar players. And then here they just went back to knocking it down. Like what's the plan here? What are the roots of the guitar? So super, super important. So let's hear it. What do I like to do? I like to do the dynamic range of the guitar, top to bottom, see how loud it gets, how it plays quietly and nuanced, and then the mids of the guitar, how balanced is the instrument so that we're able to give you a ton of clarity and focus. How do we sound with that? Those are things that I think are objective. How does the guitar sound quiet? Does it have tone or does it sound brittle? As we open it up, does it struggle? Cool, that's good to know. I think everyone knows what we want is up to us, but I think we can all agree on that. And the mids, are they focused and defined? So let's do it. What do I know? First of all, the playability of the guitar is, and even though that was a sonic experience, when you're up here, the feel of the guitar feels like a traditional guitar, which is awesome. It's really unique, and I think it stands out because a lot of times like, oh, these are fun to play. And to me, when you say fun to play, which this guitar is fun to play, that almost kind of makes it sound like it's like more gimmicky. Like, oh, this is a quirky little fun guitar. Let's go noodle on it for a minute and then put it down. This feels like a standard guitar because it has a 24/9 scale. You know what I mean? It's just a very traditional scale length that many of us already own in our collections. So that stands out. The Sapele top with Sapele back and sides, when you play it lightly, it sounds beautiful. It's really round. When you hear the spruce top version of the video of the guitar that I did, you'll hear it's got a little bit more sparkle to it. This is a little rounder. Potato, potato, what you like, not right or wrong. As you open this guitar up, it doesn't quite have as much headroom as the spruce top guitar. Does that matter to you? That's up to you. I think both guitars handle the output for a guitar that's not totally full size, body shape wise, gives you plenty of output. I think if you're playing with other people, you're going to be heard. If you're playing and singing, you need to play louder than that. You have a monster voice. You know what I mean? Like, that's something to consider, I guess. But most people playing and singing this would absolutely 1,000% cover your bases for that. The middle of the guitar is a really unique experience because the spruce versions have a little bit more bite in them. This is a little bit more roundness to it. Again, same thing. That comparison is going to be the same between in all spectrums, but tons of focus through the instrument. As you play through here, it sounds beautiful, really balanced. You come down in the first position, all your notes are heard, which, you know, everybody wants a lot of bass, and Martins are bassy guitars. I always understand that. I always think you want bottom end, but you want it in context, right? It's just it's like anything. It's like you can't have too much of anything in any mix, whether it be guitars or otherwise, and you want to have a powerful bottom end that is controlled so it doesn't eat the rest of your sound. You want to have mids that are voiced properly and heard, and you want to have a treble that has a beautiful sparkle and stands out, but you don't want it to be so glassy that's all you hear, right? Like those are kind of, you know, ain't too much of a good thing, right? So here you have that roundness throughout, but I think you get a beautifully balanced guitar. It's the brand new for 2025 when I'm shooting this. For context, Martin Dread Junior E StreetMaster. This is an all Sapelli, all solid wood design from Martin Guitars. 24.9 inch scale length, which is huge. Thinner fingerboard, beveled edges here. They're really giving you that traditional classic Martin feel now in the Junior series. You can plug it in with the E1 system that has your volume tone control, phase control, and a built-in tuner for a great live or recording experience. Just smashing home runs. Great gig bag with the guitar. Get one from Empire Music. Get one from Empire because we dial it in with a full pro setup. We professionally pack it. We'll get you the right guitar, and you always see the exact instrument we are offering by serial number, so you get the exact photos, the one you're going to get. And we're going to carry tons of these, so you're going to be able to go through. If you want this guitar, there's going to always be plenty in stock to pick from, the exact wood graining that you like. So we're really proud to work with Martin Guitars. Great American company that's been around for a really long time, since 1833, bringing you the hits, and they just keep rolling here in 2025. So check out empiremusic.com, chat with us through the site, subscribe to our channel if you haven't. This is the Dreadnaught Junior E StreetMaster from Martin Guitars through Empire Music. Thanks so much for watching.